So this is my Firebird vs Aston Villa 2025-2026 UEFA Europa League final. Live stream Watchalong as Unai Emery looks to add another Europa League trophy to his manager honours. This time with Aston Villa after already winning it 3 times with Seville and winning it with Villarreal as well. The only team he hasn't won the Europa League with is with Arsenal. But I don't think Arsenal will care too much after Arsenal are now crowned Premier League champions. But Aston Villa do play Firebird away from home. Do play Firebird in this Europa League final, as the Europa League trophy is on presentation now. But yes, let's straight into it then in terms of the lineups. So Firebird, I've done for 4-2-3-1. Atabolo, Window, Cobia, Dinter, Ian Hart, True, Edenstein, Hoyfier, Beste, Manzabi, Criffle, Mantonovich. Substitutes, Nunn, Otteridge, Serhunt, Holler, Mower, Array, Hoofier, Dunter, Matendo, Rosenfelder, and Oddbutts. Aston Villa done for 3-4-2-1. Martinez and Dole, Tonson, Yendorf, Torres, Matt White, wing back, Medin, Timmermans double pivot, Uthadinja, wing back, Bundia, Rogers the 2 10s, Watkins, then the subs, Bizot, White, Mins, Elliott, Darcia, Abraham, Sancho, Douglas Luiz, Mason, Onana, Bodada, and Leon Bailey. So my prediction, I have done for a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. I do think Aston Villa will win this Europa League final. Firebird are no muds. Firebird are definitely no muds, but I do think Aston Villa for me have the more quality. Do have the more quality on paper. Even though Firebird have reached the final of the Europa League, I do think Aston Villa quality will show in the end, and I do expect Unai Emery to add another Europa League trophy to his manager honours, which would be his 5th, I think, Europa League trophy. Obviously, Aston Villa have already sealed UEFA Champions League football for next season, but they obviously want to win this trophy. Of course, Aston Villa do want to win this trophy. I can't remember when Aston Villa last won a trophy last year. Now I thought about it. So it's very important for Aston Villa, isn't it, to add that hooping trophy to the cabinet. Aston Villa already got hooping heritage as well in the good old days, and they would love to add the Europa League trophy as well. The midfield battles don't be key, in my opinion, in this match, because Edenstein and Hoffier are definitely not bad midfielders for Firebird from when I've seen them and watched them. Don up against Medin and Tillmans. So 2 double pivots done up against each other for both sides. Firebird defensively, I do think third and there at Firebird defensively for me. Since Unai Emery has gone to a back 3, I do think Aston Villa have slightly improved defensively. And obviously, the forwards as well is another key battle. But for me, I do think Aston Villa do have the better forwards than Firebird, which might be the difference in this Europa League final in Istanbul. And yeah, I think Aston Villa. I think everyone expects Aston Villa to win. Probably because of Unai Emery. Unai Emery is the manager. I think Firebird have done very well though. Firebird have definitely had a good tournament one, reaching the Europa League final. So Firebird definitely deserve to be in the final. But I do think Aston Villa will win this final. I don't think it'll be easy. I do because finals are all, well, 9 times out of 10 finals are pure stems. Unless it's PSG versus Inter Milan in the Champions League last year, but most of the time finals are tense and pure stems. So that's why I went for a 2-1 win to Unai Emery's Aston Villa. As we're just waiting for the kick-off now. They're just going through the lineups, and we should hopefully get underway. I am behind, actually. I am quite far behind, so I want to try and see if I can get a better stream. Better Yeedle stream. It's a quicker one. Oh, here we go. This will be better. But it has kicked off in this Europa League final. Who will take the reins in this Europa League? Who will win the Europa League? Will it be Freiburg or will it be another trophy for Unai Emery? And it's a good start from Freiburg, cross in, and a knock on there, and a header by Matonovich, just wide. Good start though, good start from Freiburg. Just couldn't get the right contact, could he, Matonovich? But he'll be a nuisance. He will be a nuisance for the third defence. Where's the scoreboard done? The scoreboard's done off my screen. Already TNT are having technical difficulties already. By the way, I think it's an absolute disgrace, by the way. Oh, hang on. Good tackle by Tiermans. Tiermans with the ball to Watkins. And he's more than Wadsworth. Dud strike from Wadsworth. Dud save from the keeper. And it's been a good start. Been a very lively start to this game. To this Europa League final. Already, it's better than the FA Cup final. Already. There we go. The scoreboard's now back on. 2.5 minutes done in this first half. It's top through ball to Watkins. Watkins will hold him off. And it's Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins could not get enough contact on that finish. Despite holding the defender off. As we head into the 4th minute. Obviously, this will be my final live stream until possibly the weekend. But again, at the weekend, I don't think I'll be obviously doing the streams at the weekend because it is playoff weekend as well. I will try and be on the playoff streams, but I highly doubt it. If not, join the football takeover. Bobby at the football takeover, he'll do the watchalongs and the playoffs as well. It's not guaranteed I'll be there, but I always try and make sure. Well, I'll try and hope to be there, but it's not guaranteed. But it's free kick to Aston Villa, a foul from through there. Obviously, Joachim Low supports Freiburg, doesn't he? He'll be at the game, I suspect, tonight. All top through ball. It's crossing. Good defending there as the Freiburg defender wins a free kick. I'm personally not bothered who wins, to be honest with you. I'm not even bothered who wins this Europa League final. I'm just hoping for a good final. I don't really dislike either club, to be honest with you. I would like to see Villa win it personally, with me being in it. I would like to see Aston Villa win it, with the way Unai Emery was treated by Arsenal fans as well. And as there's a bit of a nod on Tonza. He's Martinez. They've gone ball forward. Oh, they got away with that Freiburg. I'm not sure if that was a foul there, if I'm being honest with you. Otherwise, Ollie Watkins would have been in behind. To be honest with you, I don't think that's a foul. I really don't. I really don't think that's a foul, to be honest with you. He's Medin, Waters, to John Medin. Fair on the attack here. Lindelof, Ponza, to Torres. He's Lindelof. It's a back pass, and the goalkeeper for Freiburg had to be in the right position there, because Rodgers was putting the pressure on the keeper there. And there he is, Unai Emery. This is his domain, isn't it? This competition. It is his domain. On falling forward. And it's a shot. Oh! It's a good effort from Watchalong, good turn effort from Watchalong. I thought that was him doing the far corner there. And the cross is out for a goal kick. He's on kick forward. And Martinez will clear. I do think Aston Villa are getting some joy though. They are getting some joy in behind Freiburg. There we go then. A one in behind by Watkins. But it's a poor pass, poor crossing from Watkins. And 12 minutes done in this Europa final. Still 0-0. I do think Aston Villa have been better in possession though. Villa definitely been the better team. Not by much, but I do think Villa is just showing more quality at the moment compared to Freiburg. But still early in the game. Villa are here then. It's Torres to Tonza. This is why I think Aston Villa will win this final. I just feel they are better than Freiburg for me. They are better than Freiburg, but it is a final, so anything can happen. I mean, you just never know. Aston Villa could be the better team in this final, and Freiburg might only need that one chance. But the better quality on paper is with the Aston Villa team, with all due respect, in my opinion. For me, finals shouldn't be before the final day of the Premier League. For me, should be after because should be after the seasons for me, all the finals. I just don't get it why the finals sometimes are before the final game of the season, apart from the Champions League. I just don't get it at all. But it is the first European final for this season. We've obviously got Crystal Palace versus Real Vallecano in the UEFA Conference League final next Wednesday. Then obviously next weekend is the Champions League final between PSG and Arsenal. Obviously both teams now won their leagues as well. PSG win the league and Arsenal win the Premier League. It's the best team in Europe against the best team in England, isn't it? Next weekend. But it is a Freiburg free kick. I do think you can get at Aston Villa on set pieces, as we saw in the Liverpool game. Liverpool had joy against Aston Villa on set pieces, didn't they? So that would be Freiburg's best chance of stone past Villa here. Free kick whipped in, cleared away, and the shot just wide. The came for a corner, Freiburg, but it will be a dull kick. But it's better. But that was better, wasn't it, from Freiburg? And just like I said before, Aston Villa's vulnerabilities is at set pieces. That's where I think Freiburg can hurt Aston Villa, is on set pieces for me. Elsewhere on the pitch, I think Aston Villa is better than Freiburg for me, apart from probably the set pieces. It's 17 minutes done. Bid off to Odyssey. Hope you're doing well. It's not a bad final so far. Well, I say it's not a bad final. I do think Aston Villa, for me, I do think Aston Villa just got the better quality on paper. I think Aston Villa will win 2-0. Unai Emery's the master of this tournament. I just think Aston Villa, for me, just have the better quality on paper. I'm not saying Freiburg players are bad. Of course they're not bad. They reached the UEFA final, but Aston Villa's team is quality. Aston Villa's whole team is actually quality compared to Freiburg for me. But I obviously went for a 2-1 win. I said it earlier, Freiburg's best chance of scoring is from a set piece, in my opinion. I do think Aston Villa will be vulnerable at set pieces, as we saw in the game against Liverpool on Friday. Despite Villa still won 4-2, Liverpool had joy from set pieces against them. While Aston Villa elsewhere on the pitch, I feel Aston Villa will have more joy. Medin and Tielemans are better midfielders than the Freiburg double pivot for me. Buendia and Rodgers, Aden and Watkins, they are better forwards. That is a better front three than Freiburg's front three. That's going to be the difference, in my opinion. And obviously Unai Emery is obviously better than a Freiburg manager with what Unai Emery's achieved in his career as well. So I just think Aston Villa are better than Freiburg. Even though Freiburg have been no mods, but you never know in the final, do you? You never know. Aston Villa will be the better team in the final, and Freiburg might only need that one chance. So I do feel Freiburg will need to dig in this final. And obviously get as many set pieces as possible. That's where I think Freiburg hurt them. Even on the crosses, even with the crosses on the in the box, I think Freiburg hurt Aston Villa. I've watched a lot of Freiburg this season. It's different to the Bundesliga. Obviously, they will have more joy in the Bundesliga, but Freiburg's joy is from set pieces and crosses in the box. That's where they'll have joy. There's Aston Villa. Wow, I think elsewhere on the pitch, Aston Villa just so much better. Matty Cash, with his studs up there, I think Matty Cash will be alright, but you just need to be careful, Matty Cash, because that could easily been a lot worse than a red card. But yellow card is the right decision for Matty Cash. But once again, Freiburg do have another set piece. Because I looked at Aston Villa's defenders, Konsa, very good. Konsa's been very good this season. I think he's been Villa's best player in terms of performances. Pau Torres, he can be good when he's fit. Victor Lindelof, very inconsistent for me. So I think Lindelof is the weakness in the back three for Aston Villa. But you just never know. In the back three, I think Lindelof actually does well when he's in the back three. Not in a not in like a back two with the full backs. That's Freiburg. Take this free kick from diagonal angle. Was it whipped in? And Ukadina will clear that easy. He's Torres to Matty Cash. To Medin. To Lindelof. It's Martinez. I swear Martinez has always been linked with an exit from Aston Villa every season, and he never leaves. I swear Martinez always linked with an exit every summer, and he never leaves. So, will Martinez leave in the summer? we'll wait and see. I'm not sure about Martinez as a goalkeeper. I'm not sure about him. I do think he is mistake prone. As much as he won the World Cup with Argentina, he is quite mistake prone for me. It's Freiburg, I won the attack here. I just wish this was an Aston Villa Nottingham Forest final. How good would it have been if it was all in this final between Villa and Forest? Again, I'm not trying to disrespect Freiburg, but everyone probably wanted a third Freiburg final. As a ball in behind, it's a knock on, good defender, not good plot there from Tonza. And offside for that doors up. "25 minutes done in this Europa League final. Still 0-0. I wouldn't say there's been many big chances, to be honest with you, in terms of clear cuts just yet. They've all been mostly shots outside the box, really. Or on the edge of the box. Martinez on ball for. Tell you what, that wasn't a bad ball from Martinez. A little bit less power on that, and Watkins would have been through and done. He's Monsambi with a through ball, and that'll be a goal kick to Aston Villa. It's Lindelof to Madin. Long ball. Long throwing forward to Watkins. Pondia will find Youthadine. Lindelof. To Mike Hart. He's Hart with the ball forward to Watkins, who tries to run in behind. Mateus Dinter. And that'll be. That's company in the keeper's hands. Dinter's on ball forward, trying to find Matonovic, and that's a free kick to Aston Villa. It's all we're waiting for in this game, ain't it? We're just waiting for that clear cut chance. All we've had so far is this attempt outside the box from Watchalong, 2 attempts from Watchalong outside the box, and Freiburg obviously had that chance straight away, pretty much split from tick off, didn't they? In the first minute. He's Buendia. He's taps to Watkins. Mike Tass squats. Didn't look like a bad ball win. And that'll be a free kick to Freiburg. Well, the dog kick to Freiburg. Non-dog kick forward. And that has been given for offside. Was it offside? Oh no, it was free kick. It was free kick to Aston Villa. Half an hour done in this Europa League final, first half. He's Dinter. That's the throw in to Aston Villa. And that long ball is easy straight in the hands of Martinez. He's Medin. Aston Villa came for a foul, but Freiburg will continue here. As he tries to play that through ball, and John Medin has now came back up. Oh, but Pura from Tillmans was put his team in danger here, and it's a shot straight into the hands of Martinez, a shot from Mansambi. Really Pura from Tillmans to use possession in that area. Luckily, Freiburg still had a lot of work to do, despite winning the possession back there. Mansambi obviously did the right thing, taking the shot on straight in the hands of Martinez. But Dubpier from Watkins, who will thrive at that Freiburg defence, is Watkins. Just too many touches. Too many touches from Watkins, and John Medin's not happy with Watkins either. I think John Medin's telling Watkins to shoot. But overall, I thought Watkins did well there. I thought he did well. Just took too many touches, didn't he? Where he needed to just get his foot door. As we head into the 35th minute. And that's a free hit to Freiburg. Freiburg will like this though. They would like to be given more set pieces. Mansambi's been a real problem so far, hasn't he? Mansambi's been a real problem for Aston Villa so far. Bit of a nuisance in that number 10 role, Mansambi. Saw him in the Bundesliga. I have seen him play in the Bundesliga where he's very good at batting into the opposition players. Got that pace and trickery as well. And he's won 2 fouls already in this game. Well, he's already won a couple of fouls in this game. That's how much of a nuisance he can be. But obviously, it's a big game for Freiburg as well, isn't it? I don't think Freiburg would have been expected to win a trophy this season, to win a potential trophy, and a potential European trophy as well. As a free kick is whipped in, diagonally to the far right hand side, and it's cleared. And Bundia, and now Aston Villa can hit on the counter here with Modern Watchalong. Watchalong finds Bundia. Bundia Medin, shot is blocked. Watchalong's shot is blocked as well. And it's a cross in. They maybe should have left it for a corner there, Aston Villa, after seeing that cross. But yeah, good chance there from Villa. Modern Watchalong driving through as always, finding Bundia. Bundia took a bit of a bad touch, missing out on Medin to get the shot off, which was blocked by Dinter. Sorry, not Dinter. Yinhart. Yeah, it was blocked by Yinhart. I must say, Criffle's been quiet for Freiburg. He's normally a bit more livelier from when I've watched him in the Bundesliga. But he's had a quiet game so far, Criffle. Mike Tass has kept him quiet. He's Rodgers. Tried to peer through Medin. And Freiburg adopt possession back here. He's Mansambi. Mansambi will look to take on the end off here. Very trickery, Mansambi. And it's a good ball in. It's a good cross in as well. It's just a shame no one committed there for Freiburg. Good ball in. But no one was there to commit to the tap in there for a free tap in for Freiburg. And this is what I said. Mansambi is a big problem for this Aston Villa team. Throw into Villa, and Aston Villa win a free hit. As we head into the 40th minute, 5 more minutes before half time, where both teams, for me, they've had mostly huff and puff chances, haven't they? It's mostly been huff and puff chances. I still don't think we've seen a chance in this game where you'll say that's a big chance, a clear cut chance. It's all been huff and puff chances, shots outside the box so far. But he's within. Tillmans, the touch from Rodgers, Brundia. You can deny cross. That was endorsed straight to Rodgers there, wasn't it? Good interception there from Tubia. Otherwise, that would have been a free tap in for one of Rodgers, Medin, or Watkins. It is asking for a corner. Utadine will take the corner. Dine to Rodgers. Rodgers' corner. Tillmans! That is a rocket. What a strike from Nuri Tillmans. There we go. The first big chance of the game. And Aston Villa 1-0 up in the Europa final. A well-worked corner from Aston Villa. Dinner taking a short corner to Rodgers. Wonderful ball in by Modern Rodgers. And Tillmans had plenty of time. To get that strike perfect. And that's what Tillmans is good at. That's what he does. 1-0 to Unai Emery's men in the Europa League final. Wonderful strike from Tillmans. Poor defending from Freiburg. Really is poor defending that Tillmans had so much time. Tillmans had so much time to control that strike as well. But it is 1-0 Aston Villa. Wonderful trill strike from Tillmans, but very poor defending from Freiburg. You Tillmans on the edge of the box, especially. That's the last man you want to leave on the edge of the box. You have three. You have three on the edge of the box. And it's first blood to Aston Villa in this Europa League final. And you know what? I think Aston Villa will smell blood now. I do believe they will smell blood in this final. They will fancy scoring more goals here for. I'm not saying Freiburg have been bad defensively. I just think Aston Villa are just better, aren't they? It's as simple as that. They are just better than Freiburg. Just better than them in terms of the quality on the pitch. As we're on the 43rd minute. 2 more minutes before half time. And Aston Villa couldn't ask for a better. Well, in terms of storyline, Aston Villa couldn't ask for a better first half. Though 1-0 up in the final at half time. They'll take that. They'll take that in a heartbeat. And already you're thinking Freiburg are already on the back foot. Already on the back foot in this final. He's Ezra Konsa to Martinez. Then there's over the top through ball. This is intercepted by Freiburg. Cross in, and good defended by Mighty Tots. And that should be, I think that was a corner. Yeah, it should be a corner for Freiburg. Obviously, heading it against Mighty Tots' chest. And here he is, Freiburg corner. As we're now in added time, 3 added minutes of added time. Short corner, cross in from Freiburg, and that's where the danger is for Freiburg from them set pieces and crosses. And Aston Villa are very dangerous door on the counter attack. He's Tillmans to Brundia. Brundia's cross, and Medin does get a nick on it. And I think he's won a corner here. Yeah, he has. He's won a corner. Despite Medin getting a nick on that. But yeah, I think that's the perfect game plan now for Villa. Aston Villa just hit on the counter attack now. They know if they didn't, Aston Villa know they didn't hurt Freiburg on the counter attack. It is a corner for Villa. Mighty Tass's corner. Nice dummy, and it's Tonza. And it's another corner for Villa. Another corner for Villa. They are really smelling blood now, Aston Villa, in this final. To be fair, I think Aston Villa could easy win this final now. Now they're 1-0 up. Tonza just didn't get enough contact on it. Corner whipped in. It's back to Mighty Cats. Tillmans. Medin's cross. And now be another corner to Aston Villa. One more added minute before half time. Medin's corner. Didner to Tonza to Rogers to Tillmans and Medin will one at the defender here of Frankfurt, and Medin's cross, wonderful crossing, and once again Tonza just didn't get enough contact. Didn't get enough contact there. This time with a header. He's Tillmans to Medin. And Brundia. Oh wow. And never mind, that's what Tillmans does. That's what Brundia does best as well. Lovely curling effort into the top corner, and already it feels like game over in this Europa League final. And it does look like the Europa League trophy is going to Aston Villa already. Two screamers from Aston Villa. Lovely curling goal from Brundia, and that's obviously worked in terms of Freiburg. Already, this could be a total wipeout in this final. As Aston Villa doubled their lead for half time, and now Aston Villa couldn't ask for a better first half. 2-0 up at half time, and that is the half time whistle. Two stunning goals from Tillmans and Brundia. give Aston Villa the lead in this Europa League final. Realistically, Aston Villa are just a better team. Aston Villa are just better than Freiburg, and it's really showing in this game as Aston Villa doubled their lead in the Europa League final. And how I won it, it looks like the trophy, Europa League trophy is done back to Unai Emery once again. And how I won it, Unai Emery wins the Europa League with everyone apart from Arsenal. But it's half time. It's only half time. But at the moment, Aston Villa, I said it when they went 1-0 up, Aston Villa will smell blood. They will smell blood now. And they are now 2-0 up in this Europa League final. I think it's game over. I can't believe it's game over already in the Europa League final. It's no disrespect to Freiburg, no disrespect to them. But I think it's done now. I think that's the tie done. That's the final done. Thank you everyone for joining. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But I am done for a half-time break. And I'll see you all for the second half, where I wouldn't be shocked if Aston Villa get more goals in this Europa League final in the second half. But I will see you all for the second half as I go for my half-time break. Right, we are back. We are back for the second half. Currently 2-0 to Aston Villa. And at half time, I already think it's game over, personally. I already think it's game over after Buendia started that lovely curling effort into the top corner. I already think it's done, this final. And that's no disrespect to Freiburg, but Aston Villa just way better, aren't they? Aston Villa just that level above Freiburg, and it's shown in this game. Even though you can't really do anything about them two strikes. Well, the tournament strike, it was poor defensively to get him have a strike on the edge of the box. It's the same with Buendia, actually. You get Buendia shoot on his strong left foot, allowing him to turn it into that top corner. But other than that, they are obviously great strikes as the second half hits off this Europa final. Aston Villa 2-0 up and pretty much cruising in this Europa final. And to be honest with you, I do see Villa stalling the den. I really do. Obviously, I did go for a 2-1 win for Aston Villa for this final. But for me, I do see Villa stalling the den. And if Villa get another goal, the final's done. Completely done. Officially. Because Freiburg are only stolen one goal at best. If Freiburg didn't even get one goal, to be honest with you. And it's a free kick to Aston Villa. Foul on Buendia. But to be fair, I didn't mind who won the Europa out of these two. But I think it is good to see Unai Emery win it. I do like Emery. I do like him. I do think he gets disrespected Unai Emery because he can't speak English. Well, he is Spanish, so of course he ain't gonna speak English, is he? But he's more than wanted, trying forward as Buendia and the challenge there. And it's a foul by John Medin. Nothing wrong with that, actually. Actually, there's nothing wrong with that. John Medin got the ball. And Mansambi's over the top through ball. And Martinez is very lucky that he was in the right position there. And to be fair, Freiburg's best player has been Mansambi, hasn't it? Been Mansambi in that number 10 role. If anything's going to happen for Freiburg, it will come through Mansambi. Unfortunately for Freiburg, Aston Villa have just got more quality in their attacking third than Freiburg. But Freiburg lost the ball here, and then it's Watkins, took blocked from Dinter. Sorry, not Dinter, Ian Hart. Yeah, he's setting the pied on the referee. He's Bundia. Oof. Straight at the keeper. The thing is with Freiburg, they've not really tested for after this game. They had that odd huff and puff chance, but that's about it. Which came at the start of the game. Aston Villa is wanting to manage this 2-0 lead out now. But he's Manzambi, the only threat for Freiburg here. And Freiburg used the ball then. Really poor then with Freiburg. "51 minutes played in the second half. And it's a free hit to Freiburg as Rodgers just casted Edelstein there. It's Manzambi. Back again. And it's crossing back to Manzambi. And it does pass him. And straight into Martinez's hands. He's Rodgers. And that's a free hit to Aston Villa. Did I put Aston Villa to win the how about can't remember. I'm trying to remember my start of the season predictions. Did I put Aston Villa to win the Europa League? Free kick in, and Watkins tries to shot wide. Tries to spin this wide. But I'm trying to remember from the start of the season. Did I go for Aston Villa? I think I went for Aston Villa to win something, didn't I? Whether it's the Europa League or Carabao Cup or something like that. I think I did actually, yeah. Actually I think I did go for Villa to win the Europa League because I went for Chelsea to win the Carabao Cup. Obviously I got Man City, right? I said Man City would win the FA Cup and finish second. I also put Arsenal not to win anything this season. That came back to bite me, hasn't it? I also put Liverpool to win the league. That came back to bite me as well. Sports comes in from Firebird here. Trying to think about other predictions I did for the Premier League teams. Yeah, I think that was it, wasn't it? That was it, really. Super Cup, obviously, I went for PSG. Then Spurs. As Manzambi's on forward comes in. And that's in third here it out. So yeah, out of the Premier League teams, I only went for Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Aston Villa to win the trophies. Because I said Crystal Palace to win the conference. Actually, I didn't say Palace to win the conference league. I went for Fiorentina, didn't I, to win the conference league. But obviously Palace knocked them out. Oh no, I went for Roma. I see. Yeah, I went for Roma, didn't I? Went for Roma to win the Europa League. Of Aston Villa. Because that's really needs proven track record in the Europa League as well. Anyways, I just waffled on there. Well, I may as well waffle on because I just don't see Firebird getting back into this final at all. As we head into the 57th minute, this Europa League final. Yeah, Aston Villa just managing the lead out on the second half. They just had on Firebird to have the possession. Because Aston Villa didn't just hit them on the counter and finish them off. It's Martinez. Determined to Eucadina to Pondia's cross, and there we go. That's the sealer. That is game, set, and match. 3-0 Aston Villa. Didn't take long, did it? Didn't take long for Modern Watchalong to keep him quiet. Put him ball in, and a nice easy tap in for Modern Watchalong. And Aston Villa are obviously now going to win the Europa League, as they are now 3-0 up in this Europa League final and cruising in this Europa League final as well. Putting Pierre from Pondia to find Watchalong for a nice easy tap in to make it 3-0. Game, set, and match in this Europa League final. And I said it at the start of the second half, Aston Villa will score then. And I did say Aston Villa in the third goal, whether it was 3-1 or 3-0, would be game over. And it is. Normally, finals are close, aren't they? Normally, finals are close, but this one has been all one-way traffic in Aston Villa's favour, which people expected. Don't get me wrong, people did expect that. People expected Aston Villa to win, but I thought it would be a closer final than what it's now turned out to be. Unai Emery masterclass, isn't it? Once again, and Unai Emery masterclass in his favourite tournament, his domain of the tournament. As we head into the hour mark, and Aston Villa can now start celebrating winning the Hooping Trophy. It doesn't even feel like a final, does it? It feels like a pre-season game, doesn't it? Because Aston Villa has been that comfortable and dominant in this final. Crossing and Mantonovic's header is over the bar. Oh well. At least this one does extra time now. One does extra time with penalties, which is good for me. Ian Hart and Hopper coming off. I think the Firebird managers now accepted that they're going to use them, and Hoyer and Mansfielder coming on. It's only been Mansambi. For me, it's only Mansambi who's been the only threat for Firebird. The only threat. Everyone now has been quite poor for Firebird in the final third. But like I said, Unai Emery masterclass, isn't it? With the way Unai Emery has set his team up as well to play three at the back. Yet the front three do the work for Aston Villa. Of Brundia, Walters and Watkins. And it's been a clinical performance. It's been clinical last year. Been a clinical performance for Aston Villa. Whenever Aston Villa have got a clear-cut chance, they've took it at the end of the day. Sambi's gone for, and nothing tons of it. Firebird. There will be celebrations tonight from the Aston Villa fans and Aston Villa players as well. Aston Villa will be on the beach. Aston Villa will be on the beach this Sunday away at Man City in a dead rubber final day of the season game. I think these players deserve a rest as well. Aston Villa, Odyssey saying Aston Villa making a statement for say. That's how you win a final, though, isn't it? That's how you win a final. You can't ask for a better performance in the final. For me, I just think Aston Villa has just been that level above, haven't they? Which everyone expected. Everyone expected Aston Villa to be a level above Firebird, and that's what has happened. Aston Villa been clinical. Whenever they've had a chance, they've took it. I wouldn't say they've been dominant. Yeah, they've been dominant, Aston Villa, in terms of like chances created and the possession. Freiburg not really done anything, and that back pass he went to Watkins. But Freiburg still deserve credit. No one expected Freiburg to reach the Europa final at the start of the tournament. Freiburg have still had a good tournament, won, reaching the European final, which is still good. Still good for the history of Freiburg to reach the European final, even though the performance in this final has not been good at all. Well, Aston Villa, it's been quite a long time, hasn't it, since they last won a European trophy. Now they'll add another European trophy, as Aston Villa will make a change here. Lindelof is coming off, and Amadou Onana is coming on. So Aston Villa will now go to a three-man midfield. It'll be Onana, Medin, and Tillmans in the three-man midfield with Tonza and Pau Torres back in the back two. And it's going to be that meme again, isn't it? It's going to be that meme again for Unai Emery when he wins another Europa League trophy. Another one? Good grief. Another one? Yeah, it's that old Yedi with the Jetsons. Another Europa League trophy? That's what it should be. But yeah, it's been easy. It has been easy for Villa. Once that first goal went in, once Villa got that first goal, I already knew it was curtains for Freiburg straight away. I'm not trying to disrespect Freiburg, but I think Will Betis would have been a better final for Aston Villa. I think Prada would have been a better final as well for Villa. Well, to contest with Villa, that is. Villa have a free hit here. Even Villa versus Forest would have been a better final. Cross in. As we head into the 68th minute. At least this stream will finish early tonight. This stream will finish early. We'll finish in the 90 minutes. Through ball. Oh, here we go. Villa a winner then. And it's a good tackle. And to be fair, I can still see Villa then another goal as well. I think Ollie Watkins seems desperate, doesn't he? He seems desperate to stay on the score sheet as well. I know why Dinter said your team's using 3-0. Third corner. John Medin as we head into the 70th minute. Medin's corner, Onana hits the post with his header. He's Watchalong, and it's another corner for Aston Villa. He's Pundia, who takes corner short. Pundia. And it's Matty Tarts who shot those over the bar. Worth a goal, wasn't it? Because all them shots so far seem to have done in fast and first, so it's worth a goal from Matty Tarts. Obviously, Aston Villa do play away to Manchester City on the final day, on Sunday. I think Aston Villa will play the second team personally. I think the whole first team deserve a rest for Aston Villa after this performance. To put in the Europa final. So Aston Villa don't need to do anything away at City. The Dutch Champions League football sealed. So they're not going to be bothered. They'll be on the beach. And Man City are more likely to win that game anyways. For Guardiola's final game. As Manchester City minds it does look like. The Premier League final day is so boring. For me, everything's really sorted, really. Everything's sorted. Yes, there's jeopardy still. Where there's some battle, but even that, I think Spurs should be okay. I still think Spurs should be okay. Spurs only need to get a point against Everton, and they'll get that point, and they will get that point against Everton. I do not see Spurs losing to Everton. I really don't. Even if West Ham beat Leeds, I just don't see Spurs losing to Everton. So the final day of the Premier League is pretty pointless, really. Pretty pointless. We know who's going down. We know who's staying up. We know who's obviously now won the title. We know who's finished in the top 5. I suppose the final, like the 6th, 7th, and 8th place is still to play for. I suppose Bournemouth and Brighton will be up against each other. Bournemouth and Brighton battling each other for that 6th place, which could become a UEFA Champions League place if Aston Villa are now going to win the Europa League now. They are going to win it. But Bournemouth and Brighton need Aston Villa to use and Liverpool to win for one of them to get a Champions League spot and finish in 6th place. Which I think it will happen, I think it will happen. And Martinez dropped it, and he did spill it there, Martinez. But he got away with it. But yeah, I think Liverpool will beat Brentford. Surely Liverpool will win the final game of the season. No matter how bad we've been, surely we'll win our final game of the season, because it's our final game of the season in front of the fans as well. As most of the fans, most majority of the fan base is now got out. Our fans still like us to win the final game of the season, especially for Salah's farewell. For Salah's farewell, Robertson's farewell, Alisson's farewell as well. So yeah, I think Liverpool will beat Brentford. Even though I don't sound confident, but I just think it will happen. Arsenal will still want to win to take momentum to the Champions League final. They want to go and stamp that Champions League final, not just with that Premier League title win, but also a win on the final day as well. Continue the momentum, the good feeling momentum. Even though I just don't think it will matter for Arsenal, really. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, the Premier League final day is dead. It is dead. Literally nothing to play for, really. Obviously, never say never in the way there's some battle, but I just don't see Spurs losing to Everton. Even if Spurs do lose to Everton, West Ham still need to beat Leeds. So, but he's Medin and Buendia, and it's thought, oh, he's missed. Oh wow, I thought that was 4-0. I can't believe Buendia's missed that. I honestly thought that was the fourth goal. As we are heading into the 75th minute, 15 minutes to go until Aston Villa fans can celebrate winning this hooping trophy. Been such a straightforward final for them. It was beautiful play from Aston Villa there. Buendia should have went to the other corner, shouldn't he? If he went to the other corner, that would be 4-0 to Villa. But yeah, Aston Villa, they've been the best team, haven't they? By a mile. Aston Villa have been the best team in this competition by a mile, and they deserve to win this Europa League, especially after the performance they put in this final tonight as well. Statement performance in the final. That's how you win a final for me. That's how you win a final. Can't ask for a better performance. And cracking goals as well. Well, the first two goals was cracking goals and good teamwork goal for the Watchalong goal as well. And Aston Villa deserve to win the UEFA League. They've been the best team, haven't they? By a mile. I think they've been the best team by a mile in the UEFA League. It's not even been close. And I'm happy for Emery. I am happy for Unai Emery that he's now going to win the trophy with it in this club after the way he was treated at Arsenal. He's now going to add another Europa League trophy to his trophy cabinet. He's a knockout manager, isn't he, Emery? For me, Emery he's a knockout manager, isn't he? He's a knockout manager. I don't think he's a lead manager, is he? Even though he's done well with Aston Villa in the Premier League, I think he's more of a cup competition manager, which is why he's going to win this competition. So far, it's a good evening for Aston Villa in this final. Pardon the pun. That is not an Emery pun, by the way. No pun intended. But it is a very good evening. As Mike Hart's corner. And within shot, saved by the keeper. And yeah, this final's now fiddling out now, isn't it? Now the final's done. And Zambi's quads. As we head into the 79th minute. Obviously, next Wednesday, the Conference League final between Crystal Palace and Real Vallecano. And obviously, next Saturday, the PSG versus Arsenal final as well. It's quite weird. I say, Actually, I've just noticed that about Arsenal as well. I've just noticed that for the Champions League final that it kicks off at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. UK time. Why is why is the Champions League final kicking off way earlier? I don't understand that at all. That is done be so weird. That is done be so weird seeing the Champions League final kick off at pretty much afternoon time, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. That is done be so weird to see. It's still done be daylight at the end of the Champions League final. As we head into the 80th minute, Crystal Palace were Vallecano. I think that's a close final. That one. Vallecano, no mods. Nico Perez in charge of Vallecano as well. Kiasner has got that Europa League experience winning the Europa League with Frankfurt. Obviously, this is the Conference League, but he's got that hooping heritage, Kiasner. I would still edge towards Pirates in that final against Vallecano. I don't think it'd be easy though. I actually do think that will go all the way to penalties between Pirates and Vallecano. As Sancho and Ian Matson coming on, and Dinner and Bundy coming off. PSG versus Arsenal. My opinion still hasn't changed. I still think PSG will win the Champions League final, but I do think Arsenal do now have a better chance than that final. After now winning the Premier League, after winning the league, which is what these players needed, which is what Arsenal players needed. That Honda to go for more as well. But I still think PSG will win the Champions League final. But it'd be a close final then between PSG and Arsenal. Arsenal very good defensively. But as much Arsenal are very good defensively, I think PSG are just so good attacking wise. And I just feel PSG's attack will still be too much for Arsenal defensively. But who cares for Arsenal? Who cares now? They've won the Premier League. Arsenal have had a successful season now. They've had a successful season. And Arsenal going to the Champions League final under no pressure. Everyone expects PSG to win it. Arsenal now won the league. And now in good confidence going to that final as well. If Arsenal did not win the Premier League, I think PSG would have actually did a job on Arsenal. I really do. But now Arsenal have won the Premier League. They'll have that hunger for more. And I think Arsenal, they'll give PSG a good game in the final. But I still think PSG will win the final, in my opinion. I just can't wait for this season to end, honestly. Can't wait for this season to end. Next week, I'm going to have season reviews. I'm going to have season reviews, actually. No, I'll do the season reviews after the hooping finals. That's when I will do the season reviews. Actually, I'll do the Premier League season review after the Conference League final to see if Crystal Palace win the Conference League or not. Because my rating on Crystal Palace may change if they win the Conference League. With Arsenal, it's been a successful season for Arsenal, so I'm not really going to judge Arsenal on the Champions League final, to be honest with you. Regardless of what happens in that final. That's Fiber, that free hit here. And it's a header by Mansambi, saved by Martinez. As we head into the 84th minute. But yeah, I've got Premier season reviews next week. Got the Premier League season review. Got the EFL League season review. EFL Championship, EFL League 1 and EFL League 2 season reviews. Obviously, in all them season reviews, I will be reacting to my season predictions at the start of the season as well, during the stream. But it doesn't end there, does it? It doesn't end there, because after my season reviews, I'll be doing my FIFA World Cup predictions. The FIFA World Cup is obviously now a quick turnaround. Once the football season ends, the World Cup will start. And it's a quick turnaround. That's Freiburg make another change. Am I looking forward to the World Cup? I do feel sorry for the players, I see. The players are not going to have any rest at all, are they? They're not going to have any rest at all. They would have been playing in Champions League finals or European finals, and now they don't be playing in the fucking World Cup in that heat. In that heat as well. Majority of the players in the Premier League next season, start of next season, are done be fucked. Done be fucked straight away. After being overpaid due to the World Cup expansion as well, with the World Cup expanding. It's the World Cup, it's the best international tournament in the world, so of course I am looking forward to it, but I do still feel sorry for the players who will be burnt out. As John Madden will take the corner. But there then these players, as much as I feel sorry for these players playing the World Cup in the summer, we got the Club World Cup, by the way, as well. Potentially the Club World Cup as well, if Arsenal win the Champions League. This is too much. It is too much for these players. But at the same time, these players also, these not Dublin players always complain about not playing. So they can't have it both ways. You can't complain when it gets too much, and you can't complain when you want a rest, but then you say, yeah, but I want to still play. I mean, make your mind up. It's like comparing apples with oranges. Which one do you want? But yeah, this finals the Europa. Been dominant, hasn't it? Been a dominant one-way traffic final in Aston Villa's favour. As expected, they've shown why they are levels above Freiburg in this final. I mean, Aston Villa still want more goals, don't they? Still want more. They're not settling for the 3-0 win. They want more goals for. They could get one more, couldn't they? They could, but if I was Aston Villa, I would just settle for the 3-0. Settle for the 3-0. Dominant performance, bisbas spots, statement final performance. And you can say, and you can finally separate Aston Villa players. The Aston Villa first team should be rested against Man City on the final day for me. There's no need to play the first team on the final day of the season. Just let the first team continue to celebrate the UEFA trophy. But for Firebird, this wasn't to be in the final, was it? This wasn't to be for Firebird in the final. But at the end of the day, Firebird still done well to reach the Europa final, where no one would have predicted Firebird to reach the Europa final, start the tournament. To be fair, they did deserve to reach the final of the Europa League at the end of the day. As much it's been one-way traffic in Villa's favour, which we all respected. While Aston Villa, they've been the best team, haven't they, in this competition and deserve the winning this Europa League. As we head into added time, I actually think Man Sambi's been Firebird's best player. I really do. I know that doesn't say much because they're still using 3-0, but I think Man Sambi's been the only threat for Firebird in this final. Is there going to be any added time? One added minute. I'll take that. There we go. I'll take that. One added minute. So yeah, this screen's going to end pretty quickly now. One added minute. That's quite unusual, isn't it? Fucking one added minute. Back to the good old days. As Madin tries to find Watkins. And to be honest with you, there don't even need to be any added time, did there? There doesn't even need to be any added time in this final. And there we go. Aston Villa are the Europa League champions. Congratulations to Aston Villa for winning the Europa League, winning the Europa League final by 3-0. It all started off with a two-man strike on the edge of the box. The F3 on the edge of the box drills it into the bottom corner to make it 1-0. Then Brundia on his strong left foot made it 2-0 before half time. It then wasn't closed down by Firebird. Brundia curls it into the top corner to make it 2-0. And obviously Morgan Waters finishes the job off in the second half to complete a dominant one-way traffic performance win for Aston Villa in the Europa League final. And Unai Emery wins the Europa League once again. Did that mean out another one? Another Europa League trophy for Emery? And how typical he doesn't win it with Arsenal, but he wins it with Aston Villa. So, but yeah, congratulations to Aston Villa. I am happy for them. I'm happy for Unai Emery. I do like Emery after the way he was treated at Arsenal. That's a bit fuck you to Arsenal, isn't it? Well, not really, because Arsenal won the league, but still a bit fuck you to Arsenal, to them Arsenal fans that treated Emery with disrespect. And yeah, Aston Villa win the Europa League. While my team, Liverpool Football Club, win fuck all after spending 450 million. Yeah, I'm jealous. I am jealous. That's the thing though with Liverpool Football Club. Everyone else is celebrating and winning trophies. Liverpool Football Club has Jeremy Frimpong in training, shorting about, and everyone just drinking lattes. Like, nothing's won at the club. Anyways, one over. Congratulations to Aston Villa for winning the Europa League. Commiserations to Firebird. Still been a good tournament for Firebird. Reaching the hooping final. This wasn't to be in the final. This didn't turn up. In the final. But even if Firebird did turn up, I still think the score would have stayed the same. In terms of 3-0 Aston Villa. Aston Villa, which is that quality, just had more quality than Firebird, and levels above Firebird. So, massive appreciation to everyone tuning in for this live stream Watchalong, and a massive congratulations to Aston Villa for winning the Europa League. And Unai Emery is at it again in his own domain and wins the Europa League once again. Another Europa League trophy added to Unai Emery's UEFA Europa League trophy cabinet of his successful manager career.